Hello, thanks to this little mouse we are going to learn how to analyze a graph. Indeed, if I take this mouse and weigh it every week I will be able to obtain the following graph. You see on this graph that we measured the mass according to the age of the mouse. When I ask students to describe this graph, some of them say that it evolves. So it evolves. If we ever assess skills, it will be considered an unmastered skill. Indeed, when we say it evolves, it is the same as saying it changes. And it changes does not give us much information. It changes could mean it increases or decreases, so it is not very precise. It will be a little better if the student says that it goes up. But still, that shows it is not very appreciated by teachers. It will still be considered an unmastered skill. Indeed, when we talk about going up, we imagine stairs. Here there are no stairs. It is better to talk about increasing. Increasing is already better, but even then we don't know what we are talking about. Is it the mouse going up? Is it the curve going up? Often students say the curve goes up, which is not an excellent choice. More precision is needed. What are we actually talking about when we say it goes up, or more precisely that it increases? We are talking about the mass of the mouse. So we can say the mass of the mouse increases, and that will already be better. But it still won't be precise enough, and it corresponds to a skill that is still being acquired. A yellow level, you have to say if it increases a little, a lot, passionately, but again, these are not very precise values. The best thing will be to give values. So if we look closely at this graph, we see that at the very beginning we had a mouse that weighed 1g, and at the end of the weighing we had a mouse that weighed 3g. And so we can calculate how much the mouse has grown. We do the final weight, 3g, minus the initial weight, 1g. The mouse has grown by 2g. We can therefore write that the mass of the mouse increases by 3 minus 1 equals 2g. That's already better, and we could consider here that the skill is acquired, but it is still somewhat borderline. Indeed, we can be even more precise. When we say the mass of the mouse increases by 2g, we do not specify if it is 2g in a year, a week, or a second. That can change a lot. A mouse that grows every second will end up being a bit too big. So we have to look at the second axis, the time axis. The mass of the mouse increases by 2g in. We see that the beginning of the weighings was when the mouse was 1 week old. And the end of the weighings when the mouse was 4 weeks old. We do the calculation again between the final age minus the initial age, 4 minus 1, that's 3 weeks. The mouse has grown by 2 grams in 3 weeks. When we do this, we are already at a skill level that is mastered. We said what we were talking about, the mass, who we were talking about, the mouse, how much it grew, 2 grams, and in how much time, 3 weeks. That's already good, but we can still be more precise. Imagine that in addition to weighing this mouse, other scientists have done the experiment, and some found that one of the mice grew by 4 grams in 4 weeks, or that another mouse grew by 6 grams in 5 weeks. It will be complicated to know which mouse's mass increases the fastest. To know this, we will have to do a small calculation. So I have 3 mice. The first mouse grows by 2g in 3 weeks. I can calculate how many grams it grows per week by dividing the number of grams 2 by the number of weeks 3. That gives us an increase of 0.66 g per week. For the second mouse, the calculation is simpler. 4g in 4 weeks is of course 1 g per week. And for the third mouse, 6 grams in 5 weeks, that gives us an increase of 1.2 grams per week. So it is the mouse that grows the fastest. So you see, a small average calculation allows you to compare mice weighed over different periods. And so even if we do not compare, when we want to be precise and analyze a graph, we can calculate an average and thus give the following answer, which was already good. The mass of the mouse increases by 2 grams in 3 weeks. Adding the precision, that is an average increase of 2 divided by 3 equals 0.66 g per week. I hope that with this you will no longer have any problems analyzing graphs. The skill will be considered excellent and you will have well-deserved a medal. And that's it for graph analysis. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you soon to learn new methods.